Today we will review the economic systems and the basic the principle of basic the economics starting from demand and supply. You heard a lot in the high school level. So, okay, anyway, today we will start the economic systems first. Okay. Okay, the screen shows the economic system. Oops, now that's it. So there are three kinds of economic system in the theory. First, capitalist economy, command economy, and mixed economy. We have three kinds of economic system. So first, economic system is the research way of the way society try to answer the fundamental questions by the economic system. So economic system is a set of the organizational and institutional arrangement established to answer the basic economic questions. It means the economic questions start the screen. Okay. The economic system is a start basic question of the institutional arrangement or organizational arrangement. So we can identify the three types of economic systems. There are capitalism, command, and the mixed economy. Just this is for already you guys the review or study in this area, but this is for introduction to economics. So that's why I just remind for you some years ago your high school levels. Anyway, but this course is a little bit higher level for general education college level. Okay, so first is capitalist economy. Capitalist economy is shown in the screen. The definition: in a capitalist economy, or the capital assets, for example, such as the factories, mines, and railroads, etc. So the capital asset can be privately owned and controlled. Labor is purchased for money wages. It means is if you work on the factories or farm, any restaurant, and the responsibly get the money wages. Also, the capital gains accrue to private owners. It means is if you are working in the farms and then you save the money in your saving account or to invest another company or stock market, and you got a capital gains. Later we will review this one. Also, the price allocates capital and labor between competing uses. It means is in the capitalism is the competition. So even if you have a very powerful workforce or manpower, also mostly we say the manpower. So you are workforce to give them, but it means there is some subject to you. It means if you take it, it means you hired. This is for between competing uses. So there are many competition in the capitalism, as you know that. And that's why the capitalism is very oldest formal economic systems in the world. So also it became widespread in the middle of 19th century. In this economic system, all means of production are privately owned. It means, as I said, is all production as privately owned. Also, the production take place at the initiative of individual private comprehensive entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs means work mainly for private profit. Last week we said is why you open your own business or self business. It means you want to make your own profit. So profit. The capitalism start the profit. Profit means it's money in your pocket. Because it's basically we have the competition in the foundation status. So how can I get the more comparable or more easier or more expensive, more satisfied products? Because that means if you want a lot of your needs, we are talking about the needs. If you want some production for needs for your life, you have to give some workforce or capital gain for using that. That means is if you want work or capital gain, and then you can buy it using that goods and services. So the capitalism also at the time the government's intervention in the economy is minimal. It means is this is related for national system focused. It means is now we are living in the capitalism country, such as the United States and something. But in the China it's a mixed company, mixed thing, a little bit different, and later we'll talking about that. And it means it's the government intervention. It means we have two kind of party in the United States. It means Republic. And so I say that I'm sorry, the Republican and I'm sorry. Democrat Party. I'm sorry. Republican Party. So only one point focus the capitalism. The government's intervention in economic is minimized, belongs in the Republican Party. Now it's Donald Trump or something, but it's actually now is of this year. You heard some news. The president's fall of United States on November. Nowadays, there are many movement for the election. So Republican Party focused the government innovation is minimal. Means is the focus that the enlarged concept is free market. Or some invisible hands. You heard a lot this way. So free market, invisible hand, Adam Smith subject. So these things is related for the Republican Party pursue the policy. It is basic foundation needs government's intervention is minimized. It means no regulation, no policy restriction, no limited. It is a free market, free. Free market. So widely open competition is the Republican Party. But there are two parties have pros and cons. The Republican Party focus the firm, corporation. So very conservative system. But problem is the Republican Party's accumulated this free market, and then capitalism has very big cons. Means is the rich become a richer become a richer, the poor become a poor. It means is separate, and we goes to the limit extinctive separate system. So poor is become poor, but richer become richer in this system. But at the other hand, the Democratic Party focused the distribution. So also the other difference between two parties, Republican Party's growth, pursued growth from the free market, and focus the government, focus the firms, corporation. So that's why the government intervention is very minimized. But the growth versus the Democratic Party is distribution. It means is capitalism is surplus the gains in the Republican because it's growth first, and then but the democracy is to distribute. So, for example, in the tax problem, so Republican Party pursues lots of tax from a big company or the some riches, and then distribute to middle level or the lowest level people to support some money. This is tax problem. So nowadays, they are some Republican Party representative for president election in the Donald Trump focus that they are some owner of the company. But Republican, but the other hand, Democratic Party is focused the middle level or the workers. So the tax is a little bit minimized, but the other hand, reaches the more taxation. This is basically different for two parties. But I know they are in the high school levels cannot say this one. Only minimize, that's it. But the college levels need more for basic difference between Republican and Democratic in the capitalism. So the Republican Party focused the growth. Democratic Party focused the distribution. And this is free market, invisible hand, or something theory in here. But this theory, for example, to the taxation, tax or some regulation of government. So the governments push to the regulation or more law, so it means is the corporation interventions. So government intervention is a little bit involved better than republic. So this is two different in this capitalism society. So the government intervention, as I said, is been minimized. This system is called so free market. I say this free market system and market system or laissez-faire is from the French. Anyway, the free market economy, okay, or some market system. So they are focused on market, but the Democratic Party a little bit regulation or restrict for in the market. It's different. Also, the features of the capitalistic economy is the right of private property. So mostly or generally, if you are rich people and getting old, it's become conservative. So support for the Republican because I want to keep my property. That's the right to the private property. So that's why they are part of the principal economy, productive factories, such as if you have some land, factories, machinery, mines, etc. that are under private the ownership. This is capitalism economy. Also, there freedom of choice by consumers because if you have some money in your pocket, it means is you can freely buy in the market. Also, the producer also same produce their own production in the market. Also, to what is the motivation of the capitalism is I said this first. Okay, profit. Profit means make money. So that's why you want to entrepreneurs and some make your own firms and then make money. These things is motivation. So capitalism is very motivated for profit. And competition also because it's free market. That's why the capitalism countries has a big competition. And the price button mechanism. Price mechanism is later we will study the equilibrium price. That's why the price mechanism means is in the markets decides the price of production. And the minor role of government, as I said, the Republican Party's minor innovations or regulation because it's pursued the free market and invisible hands or something. So and lots of the another things in capitalism and what is the advantage of the capitalist economics. It means is capitalism, what kind of the benefit advantages of capitalism. It shows there in the books as a flexibility or the adaptability. It means is if I want to my own business, it's very successfully adapt itself to change the environment. It means is if I want to make profit, make money, if you wants to become richer or get the money, is you have own business in the capitalism systems. So very flexibility, adaptability means is if I want to go into the market, and if I fail that, I go back. Or the adaptability means is the market is very fluctuation and change it a lot. Also the flexibility adapted to your own business. Also the other advantages of capitalism is decentralization of economic power. It means is if you have your own business in capitalism, the market mechanism works as decentralizing force against concentration of economic power. It means is competition in the free market. That's why you are decentralization of economic power. Also, the other advantage is growth of entrepreneurship. It means if you have your own business, it means is you are already motivated to create the profit. Also, as you know that. Okay, but at the other hand, the disadvantage of capitalism, the inequality of incomes. It means is the richer become richer and poor become poor. It is inequality of incomes, because it's if you have only workforce, and then as I said, a company hire to you or not, it depends on your quality or not. Is another problem in the labor market. So capitalism promotes economic inequality because it's the competition and creates social imbalance. This is for Democratic Party pursue the social imbalance. How can we approve or create the social imbalance? It is only the basic control tools is tax. The unbalanced economic activity. It is the different geographic religions and the different sections of society. It depends on this different. Also, the biggest disadvantage of capitalism is negative externalities. Problems in the capitalist economics. Profit maximization is the main object of firms, correct? If economic makes sense for the firm to force others to pay the impact of negative externalities such as pollution, because it's too much developed religions, and then there are some big problem for pollution. So who is recover the pollution? Because they are already we earn the money from the development for religion development, and but it's who is control the pollution. This is another problem, I think. So last time I talked to the how do they develop the country develop. And this is time. Basically start here for this hairstyle is very recommended growth of nation growth system is better. So this area charging the Democratic Party. I don't know, I'm sorry. This growth part is Republican Party. this area is distribution, so from democratic. So standard, but it's hopefully theoretical national development this time. So there Democratic Party charging the president or the in the parliament, and next step is growth, distribution, growth, distribution, growth, distribution. Something like that is very good national development style. But mostly country wants this one or this style. There are many kind of graphic style, but the standard is this style because it's, we are focused balance growth and distribution. How do we make the balance between the growth and distribution? This is related for big issues of election this year. Okay. And the second economic system is command economy. So the definition shows that the command economy is the key aspect of the political systems. It's very related to the political system, in which the central governmental authority dictates the level of production, the permissible, and the prices may be charged for goods and services. Most industries are publicly owned. It means it's command economics. Now in the world, very few these system country. That's why, because the dictator, something like North Korea, is command economy. All thing is planned economy, planned. So that's nowadays a little bit change that system a little bit add and some national decisions. So nowadays we are known as the socialistic economy. Same thing. So command economy also socialistic economy. This system is economic institutions are engaged, the production and distribution are owned and controlled by the state. So the country owns everything. This is for command economic system, socialist system. So all thing is planned by government. So planned products is command economics. Main idea of the command economics is collective ownership. It means is all production are owned by the society as a whole, and there are no right to private property. It means is they don't have any private property. Also, there are central economic planning. The government makes a plan, and then they only follow that. A strong government role. The government has a completely or strong control and all economic activities they have it. And maximize social welfare. But basically, in the some northwest European some countries, Norway, Sweden, as they want to make a social welfare. I said, how can we control the distribution? Only the best tool is the tax. So the countries have almost 45 to 55% of tax by income. So if you get the more income and increase that 55, almost half, they charge for taxes, and then they're using the social thing. So this is for, basically we are research for 3 things. Capitalism and command company and mixed economy. But nowadays it's a little bit manifest, distinguish is impossible. It means is they are mixed some good policies for their operate the country or states. So how can we maximize the social welfare? This is for capitalist, very similar for command, socialist country. So anyway, this country makes their maximize the social welfare, but basically in the North Korea is not mentioned that the maximum social welfare thing. And then also they are relatively equality of incomes. So even if they are different manpower or their learning curve, learning technologies or skills, they are same wage. This is for different stream. So as I add something idea for you guys, yeah. Why they charge for same salary even if they are different manpower or skill, knowledge. Okay, this is for explained for by this year theory. Okay, learning curve. Learning curve means is if you guys are educated by the education or the company give to the skills education or some training, these things we can explain the learning curve. This is for time, the skill. So skills. Some people is coming nothing manpower, and then training by company or some get a license or a certificate in the social education center or the education level, and then they are very shapely increase the skills from time to time, and then some point is very smoothing, increase the skills. This time is maximize their skill educate. How can we explain that? This one. Slope. This time and increase. This time and increase. That means is compare that's same time, but the skills increase very skills, but very small skills. So this is slope is very big. This is learning curve theory. This idea or theory approach at least master level theory, master living. So anyway, briefly I explained that what's the meaning includes the slope. Slope meaning is some period T0 to T1 is very big increase the skills, but some point after that very minimize the even if the same time there. So the firms wants to hire these guys, but in the meantime the manpower need to study or some experience or some training and then get them a license or something like that. So this thing is for depends on the individual efforts. So how in the capitalism or the commands, in the capitalism focus this one, but command system or social system is even more this one. Even if somebody stay here, someone stay here, someone stay here, but even if it's different skills, they charge the same wage. This is the problem. So anyway, this is a little bit difficult concept. So the learning curve can explain this the relative equality of incomes depends on the manpower thing. Also, what kind of the advantage of the command economy or the social economics, socialistic economics is absence of wasteful competition, because the government makes the yearly planned products. That's why almost they are using the perfect resources. Also, balanced economic growth. It means is there are no riches, no poor, because they are the government control the balanced economic development and distribution. So very balanced economic growth. Also, in the free markets, we focus the monopolies or inequalities in the markets, because the government is widely open to the competition in the free market, the capitalism status, but the command status is minimized, eliminated private monopolies, because it's the government control the market. That's why. Okay. Also, the disadvantages of the command economic system is absence of automatic price determination. It means is in the markets, how to decide the price in the markets. There are automatic. There are depends on supply and demand and supply changing. But in the command economics, they don't have the automatic price determination, because it's the government to decide the price thing. Also, the absence of incentives for hard work and efficiency. As you know, the most people wants to make more profit, even if the people have some the quality or not, wants to make money in same thing. So how can we promote it, the workers? There are many bonus or more incentives for their motivation, but they are in the command status, no push this way. Also, there are lack of the economic freedom. It means it's very restrict action in the society. If I want to move, it's difficult. So if I want to buy, it's a little bit limited there. So these things is very restrict status. Okay, and let's move to mixed economics. Okay, mixed economy. So mention is a mixed economic is economic system that accepts both private business and nationalized government service. It means it's private and government is mixed. That the public utilities, more safety, more military, welfare, and education. All things mixed economic also that promotes some form of regulation of protecting the public's environments or the interest of the state. So the mixed economic system is one that's a combined aspect of both capitalism and socialism. It's a mixed one. So mixed economic system accepts private property and permit economic freedom in the use of capital. So, but also allows for the governments to interfere in economic activities in order to achieve the social aims. What's the meaning of the social aims? now 21st century is the most economics and status big issues in the social aims. Social aims is prior to economic system. So social aims means is even if the command country or more capital countries or social countries focus the social aims, it means is people wants to be happiness or something like that. So especially for example in the Bhutan country has their own index of the happiness. So they are charged for or compare the all over the world nation about the happiness index. And then the Bhutan is the toppest happiness country. But nowadays it's different because there are many kind of reason in the expectation or the interpretation of happiness. What is the happiness? The governments focus the happiness of the people. So how can and who control or something? There are many ways or the research approach. So the country stay focus or pursue the policy for their people's happinesses. How can? It's automatically related for social aims. And the social aims, how can we approach the social aims? The system, economic system, something like that. Lots of approach methodology there. So anyway, they are all country, even if the different economic system status very focused the social aims. So I talked to you this. There are some focus the tax or some. There are many kind of social aims because it's, I want to be richer and I want to be some high levels or happiness and free education and free transportation system. Lots of that including the social aims. So in the Norway or something like that, I said that the country, north west countries charge for tax around 45 to 55%. So why they pursue that and they charge that? Okay, the people's happiness is the goal of government. There are things we say the social aims. That's why nowadays all countries focus the mixed economic system. They want to pursue them. So also the social aims is the another word as is known the economic welfare. Economic welfare is the how do they the important criterion of success of the government. So as I said, this year on November we have the election of the United States president. So the main focus is lots of that. The main focus that, but in the only narrow focus or economic welfares, they are successfully they charge for the social aims or more economic welfare. It is the in the United States the 4 years and another 4 years election system in the president. So now Biden is Biden government's charging 4 years, and then the people think about that is they improve the social aims or economic welfares, and then they want the people give one more 4 years. But traditionally in the United States, mostly they give some 8 years, poor and poor. This is the reason is for just my private ideas. In the United States, it's very highly developed country system, in the democratic system. So we give to the chance, So first time, most people, why do you want to be immigrant for here? Many people says it's a choice or chance. So opportunity. It means the basic of the concept in the United States is chance. A little bit difficult word is opportunity. So opportunity means you have something chance or some idea. So basically 4 plus 4 has some found ideas, opportunity. So the most people or election for continuous 4-year plans in the president. But in the history of United States election, there are some 3 or 4 or only chance to 4 years. For example, George Bush and Trump and former I don't remember the full name. Only 4 years. George Bush fathers, even if he is very poor system, but he has 8 years. But the former George Bush fathers only 4 years chance, or Jimmy Carter. So I'm not sure that, but the Republican is 3 to 4 presidents only conclude their 4 years, but only the Democratic Party only one, the Jimmy Carter, something like that. This is basically they have some opportunity, even if he is very poor policy or government style, but we give some opportunity for one more year. Also, mixed economics have some economic planning by the to which the activity or to pursue the goals. And the price mechanism is a little bit engage the government, no freely marketing. So the economic, the advantages of the economic, mixed economic is they have private property, something like the capitalism, and the private motive. So there are some motivated to profit. Also, yes, very rational price mechanism, something like the capital system. Also, the mixed economics allows the educate freedom. It means it's the market wants that, okay, the government freedom, give that. Very quickly response that they educate freedom in the markets. It's a mixed economics advantages. That's why some say in the books say the rapid and planned economic development very quickly, rapidly response in the market situation. Also the very highly motivated social welfare and very pure economic inequalities. It means it's a little bit compensation there gap between rich and poor. But it's also the mixed economic has a disadvantages. For example, in effectiveness and in efficiency. Okay. The mostly university, college level or university levels in the economic or the business class first question is efficiency versus effectiveness. What is different between efficiency and effectiveness? So my case is same. I know it's 2 to 3 decades ago. I give some midterm and final exam. I give. What is the different efficiency between the efficiency and effectiveness? This is basic question about the economics and business. So also the disadvantage of a mixed economy is ineffectiveness, also inefficiency, because it's a mixed economy is not actually the usual advantage of either capitalism or commanding. So these public sectors might be in efficiency because there are some shortage of the incentive and the responsibility. I said the mixed in the mixed command economic system has no motivation, no. It means it's such as some incentive or bonus system, because I'm only 9 to 5. That's it. No productivity, because they don't have any encourage for or make more money from the company, because even if I work 9 to 5 to or work hard or not, it's the same wage, because it's the mixed the command economic system. That's why the mixed economic also will be lack of it. Means it's no incentive or responsibility. That's why they work. They don't work hard. Also the fluctuation. Mixed economic. Most economics have a fluctuation. Fluctuation means it's very rapidly, quickly changing the market situation. So how do we adapt it or educate policy in the free markets? This is a big problem or big issues in the economic system. But the mixed economic system is very highly fluctuation. So this is for control things, but a little bit difficult then. Okay, and also the other disadvantage is a blend market, because they don't have the very popular market in the outside. But as I said, they don't have the incentive or more commission system. So that's why they are a little bit developed in the under market. So it's a blend market. So it is another problem. Okay, let's move to decision-making units and circular flow models. It means, as you know that, but I showed first pictures first. Okay, so there are 3 decision-making units in the closed economics. Closed economy means we are very subject to other things, only subject to 3 things. This is closed economy. So there are household, firms, and the government. So it's household, government, and the firms, as you know that. This is for decision-making units in the capital or in the economic. So I want to review these things a little bit higher concept of the college level. So first, before that, household. As you know, this household. Household can often be a person, or more persons live under their one roof. But this is just the definition. You know that the household. So it means is joint financial decisions. It is the fathers or mothers can decide the financial problem. So and this is Khalil level. So we say this household have two dimensions. Also make two decisions. It means selling of these sources, buying of goods and services. It means the household can buy goods and services. You can buy it yourself then. Also sell your workforce. It means is household make two dimensions, two decisions. Sell or buy. Selling your workforce and buy your goods and services for your living. This is household. And the firms. Firm is production unit who uses economic resources to produce goods and services. It means it's corporation, firms. Also, firm makes two decisions. One is buying economic resources, and selling the products. This is firms. The two decisions. Okay, buy materials and make some sandwich or they are serving the food. This is firms. Also, the other units of economy is government. Government is an organization that has legal and political power to control or influence household, firms, and the market. This is government. So government also provides some type of goods and services because it depends on the regulation or by law. So that's why we say government as public goods and services for the society. This is government. So these three household, firm, and governments, economic agents interact in the two markets. First is the product market. The other one is the factor market. It means it's an input market. So I chose to the pictures in the two sectors model. Government, household, firm is interactive in the two markets. I say this product market and factor market. So the product market is, as we know, there is exchange or transactions market. This is product market. But the factor market is the focus, the production input in the market. So a little bit not engage the household. The factor markets engaged only the firm and the government, not relate the household. Because it's their the resources, the owner of resources means is household manpower selling the resources to business government. So they are circular flower diagrams. It's 2 dimension, almost 3 dimension. That's why I show in the pictures 2 sectors models: household, firms. What is the through that the green arrow, the market for goods and services, and the market for factor of products. It is different than. So the firms sell the goods and services, but the below market for the factors of production is household sell, and the firms buy. So it's different, it's 2 dimensions. And the firms give to the goods and services to sold in the market. and the market for firms sell for revenue. And also this market for goods and services both. And the household, the spending, the money in the markets. So household buy and consume goods and services. Also household own their and sell factors of production. It means it's give to the workforce. And the other parties, firms, is produce and sell goods and services, as you know. Also hire and use factors of production. It means it's hire the people and to operate the corporation. This circular flow of income depends on the incomes and the two sectors only. And the below parts, markets for factors of production is household sell. Also firms buy them. So the household give to the market the labor, land, and capital, saving or something, and the markets give to the household to income. And the firms give to the wage, land, and interest give to the markets. It is there some bank system. This is only two sectors model, but actually we are three sectors circular flow, as you know. So there's a market for goods and services, also market for factor of production, and insert the government. Government provide the social services and provide the suppose correct taxes and buy goods and services also, and also government hire and uses factor of production. It means it's hire the government. Okay? So in the markets give the factor of production and payment. Payment is some for land, interest, and wage or something. And household give to the tax to the government, and government gives the income support household. This part is social. I say the social aims. How do they control the social? This is, and also expenditure there in the goods and goods and services between the market and the government. Also, what is the movement between the firms and the government? They subsidy and they give to tax. So government operate the country by taxes. So government services to the firms. And also firms is hired to workforce for household, things like that. So these things for three sector of circular flowing. And I'll show you the other circular flow mixed economic system is very simply or the very easy to understand because there are some pictures in there. So the market for factors of production is the government is stay in the center of that, and then also household and firms give to the tax to government, and government give to the household about the provision, and the government give to the firms about the subsidies, and also their goods and services is moving that, and also follow that the other side is for wage and some interest, these things. Also the other pictures is related for farm, household, is the government's supply, more demand, and the supply, demands, circular follow the model by demands and supplies. Next week we will study the market price depends on the supply and demand curves. So these things is for these pictures based on the how to they plot the supply and demand curve there. Okay, so two products markets or factor markets plot the supply, demand, supply, circulation. also the other circular flow models is insert one more thing is foreign factors. Very deep, important thing. Okay, from government, household is okay. But nowadays, very important area is the foreign sectors because we are export and import is very important section in the world. So there are some taxation or tariff. Now is today news the Biden governments announced they charge the taxation for iron company for 3 times for Chinese. This is a big problem. So this is only for election aspect. So today the Biden announced that we are charged for 3 times for taxation, the tariff from Chinese iron company. But it's a little bit different story there. But nowadays is big issues of election. Also, there is some wave and compensation of the debt of the youth guys. There are some in the United States. Most students have some debt in the government from the POPSA or something, and they are borrow the money from the government, and then the Biden tried to waive that. But the Republican Party is to deny that, so now he's argued that it's more big issues in the election on November. So I know that the reason. Also, you guys focus why they push that the waive of compensation for interest or more principal waive something for the student loan. And anyway, these big issues focus were based on the election. It's another phenomena over days nowadays. Okay. Next week we will basic economic approach, the theory of demand and supplies. We will study next week. Okay. Any question? And thanks for coming, and see you next week. Okay.